Sure. So, hey, hello everyone. Welcome to the 37th episode of the Royals on the Road, ROTR. So, thank you so much for the support that you've been giving us for the last 36 episodes. And this week is a phenomenally important week because I just want to extend the greetings and congratulations to all the fellow Super Royals because it's a successful completion of 3 years of being a Super Royal and the commencement of Super Royals program. So this Super Royals program had given every single fan of Rajasthan Royals what they have been wanting for. The ardent fans have been getting the reward and give not with the results of the Rajasthan Royals, but with the recognition that the management has actually given us. So congratulations and best wishes and greetings for every Super Royal. And I would like to thank every single cricket fan, every single Rajasthan Royals fan and IPL fan who have been supporting us, from India and also from overseas for all the support that they've been giving us. And we are sure to entertain you, keep you engaged. So keep us going, keep us progressing. So without wasting much of the time, let's jump on to the show. So in our show, we have two special guests. Rohit, you might have seen a prolific super royal with all those prolific lines, prolific poems about the Rajasthan Royals, a great poet indeed. So Rohit, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing well.
Okay, and we have a very special guest today. He's not a super royal, but a representative of Barbados Royals. We are happy to invite Tahir. Tahir, welcome to the show and how have you been doing?
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, same here. We are happy to host you as well. So the topic that we are first going to deep dive is a very familiar topic for both of us since you are from a place who's close to the Caribbean cricket, and since we are from India, the cricket that is ongoing is India versus West Indies. So that couldn't be a better topic than that to start that session with. So India versus West Indies, the first match we all saw, West Indies were actually thrown out of the game thrown out of the contest in the first game, and that was due to some stupendous performance from Team India. And this time around, we saw the same happening when India was batting, but all the difference that we felt is the way that West Indies is approaching this game. So far, West Indies have been looking so confident with their batting. So, Tyler, I'll start with you. So, how do you think this game is to be progressing? Because we saw the Indian batting is pretty much the same as how it was in the last match, but West Indies' approach with the batting, I feel, has changed a bit from last match to today. I mean, to today's match. So, what is your thought? How do you think this match will progress? Will it be like the first match, or will it be the change of results?
Yeah, thank you for the question. I definitely hope that the West Indies can win this match, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Yesterday evening they batted well. They put up some good fight. The application that they need at the wicket. But we have to wait and see today. I know play just started about 20 minutes ago. I was actually watching the Ashes, not the West Indies versus India match. So that's just the feeling in the Caribbean. So we just hope that they can put up a good batting performance today, but as long as possible, bat India out the game. Even if they don't get the runs, but just bat as deep as possible at bat time. I think that's where West Indies cricket is at. We're in a very, very sad state. So I don't think there's much expectancy for West Indies to win, but more so to India to dominate. The pitch is a bit flat. From all reports coming out of Trinidad, the pitch is very flat and it's similar to the India wickets, what they were saying. So the spinners will definitely come into play, but they were asking about Yunat Kat and Siraj and Mukesh Kumar making his debut, what impact they can have on the game on a wicket like this. So it'll be interesting to see how the West Indies bat. I think Chanderpaul gave it away too soft. And most, if you look in the first test, we didn't really lose any wickets. We gave away all of our wickets. So as I said, we just want to apply ourselves at the crease today and hopefully bat as deep as possible into tomorrow if possible. But it's going to be very, very, very tough for West Indies today.
Yeah, I mean, frankly speaking, being a true cricket lover, I would like to see West Indies get back into the action and to get back into the game, just because of the fact that it will be an even contest between both the teams, rather than the match being one-sided of it. Any cricket lover would love to see West Indies get back into the action, especially after being eliminated from the race of the World Cup. And it would be a good way to retaliate, good way to announce themselves as an international team by bouncing back in this game. Okay, Rohit, coming back to you. So Yashasvi Jaiswal, The name itself speaks. Yashasvi Jaiswal, the talk of the town, right from the IPL, the way that he had conducted himself, the way he had dominated the format. He had continued that format for that form. He had continued that touch from IPL to the international form, international call, and not just the same format from T20 to Test match. I expected him to be a left-handed version of Sehwag, but trust me, he proved me wrong. He played a proper Test knock, a proper Test batsman's knock. So he just defied all the expectations on him, and he proved himself to be a player to look out for in the upcoming generation. So your thoughts on Yashasvi Jaiswal and also uh, Avichandran Ashwin, a Rajasthan Royals star, has come up with wickets, a man of golden arm. So your thoughts about being a Royal supporter and seeing Yashasvi Jaiswal and Ravichandran Ashwin bagging runs and wickets respectively.
Yeah, so I think Yashasvi playing at such a young age and into the test team, so it was just giving those feelings of Sachin Tendulkar, like a left-hander Sachin Tendulkar coming in and trying to play for India. So which is good, and obviously against West Indies bowlers is a very different thing because now the pitches have become a little slow, but those bowlers can still give you like a run for your money because they bowl pretty fast. And also I think the temperament that he has shown, he's put in obviously a lot of hard work which he has spoken about, and Rohit Sharma also spoke about the amount of hard work that he has done in the nets to make himself ready for the match. So I think he has a good temperament for a young guy. I think very good temperament, and he has a hunger to prove himself because the way he started his career and the way he's going right now, I think it's still good that at a very young age he's made his debut, because even if there are some failures that happens, he'll be able to ride over them rather than thinking too much, because at an early age when you have this kind of exposure, it helps you to build a good cricketing career, and I'm sure that he'll play very well even in the future. And I think Ashwin playing the test match has been just that, he was not there in the team for the test championship, and I think he had a point to prove. So I think he just came with that mindset, and obviously we know that he's a fighter and not a quitter. So he also bowled pretty well, and got the West Indies batsman out, and he getting 5 wickets was a good thing. So very happy for him as well.
Well, I would like to reiterate this particular point because the very next match that Ashwin had actually played after the WTC final, and he bags number of wickets. He bags wickets in piles and says, "Look, I'm the one who you dared to drop, and this is what I can produce." So it's just like answering to the question right on the face. So that's how the champion player has to be. That's how a champion player is supposed to be, and that's what we are witnessing. So those of you who are actually watching, please do let us know what you think, and do let us know your questions so that Tahir or Rohit may take up the question and answer in our point of view. So keep your questions coming, so that it will this show would be very much engaging for all of us. So Tahir, coming back to you. So it's pretty much about about a series that has got a lot of attention. In fact, that's the kind of match that you would love to watch. The Ashes, the match that you've been watching even before the India West Indies match. So it wouldn't be a big surprise if I say all the cricket lovers are actually loving to see the Ashes, because I personally, being an Indian cricket fan, I'm having a huge interest and intrigue towards how this Ashes is actually shaping up over the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's very, very interesting. And even though the team that I support is playing, even though there are many Rajasthan Royals players are actually part of it, I would like to see how Ashes is shaping up, and that is not different from all of us. All of us are having an eye and attention on the Ashes. So just talk us through the Ashes, because the question that I would like to put forward is that there was a lot of talk about the baseball strategy. And when England had actually lost the first couple of matches, there were enough criticism on England that this particular baseball strategy is not working out. It was working out against the teams that were below par. But now we see right from the third match, they're making a point, they're proving a point that baseball is not a fluke, and they have a stronger strategy in the name of baseball. And right now, we are seeing Australia about to lose two matches straight after that first two match wins. So I'm not sure if they're going to lose, but how the match is shaping up, I presume that it's going to be England's match yet again. So being 2-0 to being in a situation about to be 2-all, how do you see this Ashes to be shaping up, Tahir?
I think it's a very good series, and the baseball has definitely come under the microscope. But I think the baseball is generally that's what it is, just a rolling of the dice. Some days it will come off, and some days it won't come off. I think Brendan McCullum and Ben Stokes' strategy is basically to just make a very entertaining form of Test cricket. You know, I think the English media, we all know the English media is too biased. When England winning, they're the top of the world. When England are losing, they're the worst in the world. So I think they need to give the baseball strategy some time to think, and just remember that sometimes it will come off and sometimes it will not come off. And for the first two test matches, they didn't win, but they came back in the third test, and now here in the fourth test looking to win it. As it relates to the series, I think England are going to win this match, weather permitting. This did say rain is supposed to fall for the next 2 days. I think they lost some time this morning as well, and tomorrow they're expecting some time. So I think then they're going to need some wickets as soon as possible. I don't think they took any for the morning as yet. I was just trying to check quick info there before we think, but yeah, I think England are going to dominate this test, and then going into the final test where it's going to be an interesting one. Some were saying that this is compared to the India Australia series of 2 years ago. I don't think so. That series was the best test series in a while. That one was like back and forth, and then considering what India went through as well, with the players having to leave and come back and what's not, and the injuries and stuff. I think this one now is definitely giving that a run for the money, but definitely India Australia series of 2 years ago definitely takes the cake. But England are definitely playing a new form of Test cricket, and I think there's a lesson for all of us, that we have to make it entertaining for the fans. We have to live up now to the standards. But obviously, we have to know as different teams mesh it in within our team culture. And I just want to go back to strategy. Mark Wood came in and changed the tie in that third test, and Ashwin could have played that in the Test Championship final. I think Ashwin was the key. Dude, I wanted to answer that question. Ashwin gets it tough all the time, man. Ashwin gets it tough all the time. I genuinely feel for him. He takes so many wickets, but he still didn't get it lucky. And I think with his spin on that test final, he would have get the key for the Australian batting. So and it's good. And as you say, he's a champion. He came back in this test series and just taking wickets. Does what he does best. Just come and take wickets. And we saw an interview with him, and he was saying that he can sit down and cry and sulk, but he has to give his all to the team. And I think he's one definitely that will continue to be successful in Test cricket for India. So hopefully they give him more chances in the future to play in those big games.
Yeah, Tahir, one thing that I like the most in the points that you've spoken is that you've been such a big observant of the Indian cricket, and not many outside non-Indians will actually say that the Border Gavaskar trophy that India had won would be the standout series, because not many will accept it. But I really love the way that you actually put the fact up front that it's going to be an incomparable series. It
Yeah.
would stand out beyond any comparison. I actually love that.
Last
I
episode I
actually
was on, last episode I was on, I that was when Sanju Samson wasn't selected for the World Cup squad. And I argued for Sanju Samson. Everybody was surprised then in the session. They said, you arguing? Remember, I don't think any of you were on in that session, that episode. But they were surprised to know that I was arguing for Sanju Samson. He needs to be given a run in Test cricket as well, in all forms of cricket, similar like Safraz Khan. Those players need to be given the look in. Jaiswal has the opportunity now, so I hope he sticks there. But I think he's liked in India and by the Indian Cricket Board, so he needs to take the opportunity and continue scoring runs, because we know with those types of players how much chances or how much lack of chances they get.
Yeah, sure, man. Tahir, your thoughts are ours as well. It wouldn't be enough if we say how much happy we would be if we see all those players that you have mentioned to have found an international spot in the international cricket. We would be really, really delighted and happy to see our Royals players to be finding their places. And coming back to you, Rohit. So let's finish this Ashes topic, the baseball strategy and everything. 317 was what Australia managed to get. And trust me, England had gone past over the 370 and had gone past 500 just within 4 sessions. And that's incredible batting. They're just coming out of the test match mode and they're just redefining cricket, I would say. Because, I mean, till now, what we see of test cricket is a team batting boldly, steadily, make sure that they bat damage free and they pile up some lead runs. But you're seeing England totally redefining the Test cricket, and what they are putting at the table is that they want to see a result, be it a victory or a loss. They want a result. They just don't want Test matches to be boring. So I actually see this is a good point because Test match is losing its glory just because of the advent of the T20 game and all the Premier Leagues that's happening on. So this I feel is sort of a game changer where Test match is getting increasing popularity with the way England are actually playing the Test cricket. What are your thoughts about this?
I think the way England is playing, they're doing good because I feel that yeah, Test cricket has lost its team somewhere. But if they play with a different kind of cricket, like if they show aggression and they are able to score runs, and also see what happens is when you play one form of cricket, it obviously also comes on to another form of cricket. And nowadays all the players are playing T20, all the players are playing a lot of one day matches, so I see no reason why they can't bat quickly even in test matches. I mean, obviously, though, that you will leave balls and all of that, but I think good balls can still be scored off. And I think England also maybe could be like an example for other teams to follow and make test cricket more interesting. Otherwise, 5 days of test cricket, I mean, with like T20 cricket now, thinking that we have to give 5 days to test cricket is like a horrifying thing. But yeah, if it's interesting, then definitely everyone will go and watch the test match. So
Surely, surely, Rohit. And what are the next topic that would actually intrigue Tahir? Tahir, it's about the Barbados Royals, the team selection and everything. We were quite impressed with the foreign selections that were actually made. Rassi Vanderdussen, Royal of Van der Merwe, Mahish Tikshana, and Donovan Ferreira. So out of these, there were two players who are part of Rajasthan Royals, and the other two are actually tested and experimented successful commodities in T20 cricket. So talk us through Barbados Royals. There couldn't be a better person than you to talk about the Barbados Royals, given the fact you're an ardent supporter of the Barbados Royals. Talk us through on your viewpoint about this particular side, a good foreign sign up, and also adding up to a good local talents like Rakim Cornwall, Obed McCoy, and not to forget Jason Holder. I mean, I agree that he has not got a good outing last year in the IPL, but he's an international stock. He'll come up big at any time needed. So talk us through the Royals fortune for the upcoming season.
Yeah, I think this season we have a very good balanced side with international stars and then local talent as well, especially young local talent. I think the motto of Rajasthan Royals giving opportunities to young upcoming talent has been seen within this selection as well. So, for example, Rassi van der Dusen, a season campaigner in international cricket and franchise cricket. Van der Merwe as well. He can't be underestimated or forgotten because he's been playing T20 cricket for a very long time. So that experience in the side, and then obviously Rovman Powell coming into the squad, I think he's going to be a big boost for the Barbados Royals in that middle order. Kyle Mears, he will continue to perform at the top. I think he this is a big season for him, having a decent IPL season last year and also a good CPL, excellent CPL last year. So he it promises to be a good season. I think we've missed out on a leg spinner. I think we really need a leg spinner. But I saw something. I think Kais Ahmed has come into the squad to replace someone. I'm not sure. So that could be the void that has been filled. But I want you to look out definitely for the youngsters like Ali Anthony's, who made his test debut and looked very promising in the first test. But also he's one to contend with in the T20 circuit. Also look out for young Rivaldo Clark, Naeem Young. Naeem Young's been around for a little while now, playing T10 cricket as well. So he's definitely one to look out for. And then another youngster who's been doing well in first class cricket in the Caribbean is Kevin Wickham. He's a batting all round. He bowls like spin, but I figure he's going to bat somewhere in the middle order, even at the top. Perhaps he can come in at the top. But I think it's a good blend of experience and then youngsters coming in to international cricket. Akeem Jordan, who swings the ball, he would have played for St. Kitts Nevis Patriots in about 2 CPL seasons ago. So he's back into now the CPL free of things. So I think he's gonna bowl the new ball as that local player and then mix it between local and international. So yeah, I think we have a good squad. I think with Kais, if it's true that Kais Ahmed has come in, I think that's going to complement us a lot better because like spinners, finger spinners in international in T20 cricket is critical. So I think he's going to complement the squad a lot more. And remember, Royals cricket is coming back to home ground this year, so we look forward to that as well. In Barbados, they're going to have 4 matches in Barbados, so definitely going to be there as Super Royals.
Yeah, we are looking forward for the same, Tahir. Hopefully, we'll see Barbados Royals just doing what Rajasthan Royals had missed doing last year. So hopefully, we are hopeful to see that Barbados Royals comes out good this time. And Rohit, oh, be it Barbados or be it Rajasthan or be it Paul, we're all connected and interlinked by the Royals Brotherhood. So, what do you see Barbados Royals will be doing this time around? Where do you see them ending up this CPL season?
I think they have built a good squad, so they will definitely be competitive, no doubt about that. There are two players I really want them to do very very well. Is obviously Jason Holder is one of them. Just because I don't know, somehow maybe in IPL he was not able to create that kind of an impact, but I want him to create that impact now here in this. And also, I think Obed McCoy is also playing for our team, so I just want to see him, bowl well and do the best for the team. Those are the two players I want to really watch them do well.
Surely, surely. And where do you see Barbados Royals ending up at the table for the CPL season?
I think with the kind of squad that they have and the Royals culture, they can definitely get into the finals and even win it this time.
Yeah, for a change over the last 3 years, we have actually managed to reach the finals, but slightly not able to clinch the trophy. But let's make sure that Barbados Royals just takes that scar off us and make sure that they have a trophy for the Royals in the shield this time around. So fingers crossed. Let's hope that that happens. And we have one last question after which we'll post this session, and that is about the first topic that we took, and we are just going to take it to the Royals' perspective. That is Yashasvi Jaiswal and Ravichandran Ashwin. What star players they are. Right after the blitzkrieg that Yashasvi Jaiswal produced in the IPL, and with the kind of start to his career that he has had in Test match, is just one shot, that is ODI call. So if that happens, I'm very, very sure that even in this ODI call, given the kind of performances that he is putting up, given the momentum he is in, given the touch he is in, I'm very sure he'll come out with flying colors in ODI format as well. And also, we all know what kind of champion player Ravichandran Ashwin is, and he is actually a proven, experienced stock. He might have not got the fancy numbers with him, but he is a go-to player in any playing 11 for any champion team. So, how do you see Yashasvi Jaiswal and Ravichandran Ashwin coming into the groove, coming into the action, and taking hundreds and wickets in cluster? Is going to help in ODI format for the upcoming World Cup in 2023. Tahir, maybe if you can take it up and I can forward it to Rohit afterwards.
Yeah, I think Jaiswal will definitely be in the World Cup squad. I there's no doubts about it. I think the trajectory that the Indian selectors are going to going away from the older players that have not won them anything for a little bit. So I think Jaiswal will, if he continues to score runs, he must continue scoring runs and scoring lots of runs because we know how it goes in terms of selection. So he needs to continue to score those runs, and he will definitely be in contention for selection. I just hope that Ashwin can get the luck in and get the run that he deserves to end his career. Because he's coming to the end of his career. I suspect he's going to become a commentator very soon. But I think he needs the run that he deserves to end off his career. And if he can win that World Cup, that would be amazing. But I think Jaiswal is definitely going to be in. If he scores runs, it's going to be interesting. I think the West Indies have found a weakness. In as we saw in the first innings, the setting of the field behind slips, the 2 points, the gully. So he may need to work on that and playing the ball a little more in front rather than behind. First class cricket, you can play a lot of balls behind, but in international cricket, you can play more of the balls between point and mid off. So we're going to see how we can recover from that challenge that I think the West Indies have figured out for him in that first innings, because I know they're going to come back with it in the second innings if it comes off. So we'll see the real test now because he scored the runs. He needs to continue. I think they've found the weakness. I know they must continue to develop his skills, but also overcome these challenges that he may have. And Ashwin has the numbers to speak for himself. He has the numbers to speak for himself. So he needs the run that he deserves. Similar to Sanju Samson, he needs a run at international cricket as well. A good, consistent run at international cricket.
Love the perspective which you put forward, Tahir. And yes, Ashwin is an old wine who gets fine with years, I would say. And Rohit, your viewpoints, your concluding viewpoints for this session.
I think Ashwin and Jaiswal, both, one is a batsman, one is a bowler. So I mean, both are good. I think Ashwin has an advantage to make it to the team because he gives you also that batting option, which is very much required, because if the team that bats like deep are the teams that are going to do very well at the World Cup, because you will need batters in case if the top batters fail, then we will definitely need some players who can give you the runs at the end. So I think Ashwin has that advantage, and Yashasvi is pretty young. So I think with opening the batsman, the other advantage that he has is he's a very, very good fielder. And we have seen that no matter whether he fields inside the circle or outside the circle, he just runs around and throws himself. So he's a very good fielder. So I think both have a very good chance to do well for India at the World Cup. Yeah.
Hopefully, Rohit. And what a discussion we have had. We have got two great cricket minds, and Tahir, we loved every bit of perspective that you had given us, and especially the acknowledgement that you had given for Indian cricket. And that is how cricket is going to be winner. Wherever you may be, whichever team you may be supporting, cricket is going to be the ultimate winner. And Rohit and Tahir, thank you so much for your time. And viewers, please keep us supporting. Please keep engaging. Do like, share, subscribe, and comment to our YouTube channel. And keep sharing your thoughts in the comments as well. And keep watching us. I mean, keep supporting us. And that is how we'll actually develop and improve from here. And we are sure to give you some quality contents in the upcoming days as well. So this is Supra Dinesh signing off. Have a great weekend. Have a great Sunday, and have a great cricketing days upcoming for the upcoming days. Thank you so much.
Thank you.